Hello and welcome to Overanalyzed. My name is Levi and today I'll be covering District 29 1A. For our location in this district, we are in, again, a really large area, pattern in Region 4, kind of between Houston and Austin. I know it's really vague, but there's really not another way to describe that without naming the location of every single town in the district. Alright, getting into the teams, we have Buchholz, Calvert, Dimebox, Fayetteville, McDade, North Zilch, Richards, and Round Top Carmine. So there's some movement. Bartlett, who was in this district last year, last alignment, they go to District 27 in 2A. And then McDade comes in from District 30, cover them tomorrow. Getting into the teams, we have Fayetteville, they got in first. They came in first for this district. They made it to the regional finals and they lost by a lot to Niches. But before then they had, I guess, what you would expect a normal playoffs to be from a winning team. They won by a lot in the first round, and then their margin of victory kept getting smaller and smaller and smaller as they moved into as they went deeper into the playoffs, capping it off with a 4-point win in the regional semis before they lost in the regional finals. So yeah, they won by 40 in the first round, 25 in the second round, 13 in the third round, and 4 in the fourth round. So I mean, that's honestly as perfect as, I mean, usually you see some variance, maybe a good scheme here and there, but it seems like Fayetteville, they just kind of kept, they took care of the job and they won against teams they should have won against, and I mean, love to see it. They went 14-0 in district, and they didn't really have any close games. I think their close game was like 15 or something like that. So they really dominated this district this past year, at least. And I think they have 10 players on their roster. But they only had 6 graduation years, and of those, 1 was a senior. So I don't know if there's only 1 senior, there could be more. That would obviously affect things, but I guess we'll see. Next, we have Dimebox. Dimebox, they got 3rd. Bartlett got 2nd, but they're gone, so I won't talk about them until we get to their district in 2A. So Dimebox, they got 3rd. Lost them by district by 3 to Nordheim. I'm inclined to believe it's Nordheim. They have limited games uploaded. It says 4 and 3. They should have 14 games, but they only have 7. 4 and 3. That does include the Fayetteville games, but not the Bartlett games. Their 4 wins are against the teams at the bottom, or the team at the bottom, and I think the 5th and 6th place teams, or 6th and 7th, some teams who did not make the playoffs. But they did have a loss against North Zilch. They split with North Zilch, who got 4th. They do not have a roster uploaded. I would assume based on their wins and losses that they went 9 and 5. Losses to the top 2, and then a split with North Zilch. Next, we have North Zilch, actually. They came in 4th. They lost in by district to Moulton. These are very difficult names, and I'm terrible at this. They also have limited games uploaded, but it does say 4 and 4. That does include the Fayetteville games and a win against Dimebox. And actually, I'll cover this here, but they had North Zilch, Round Top Carmine, and Richards had a 3-way split. They all went 2 and 2 total against each other. But North Zilch, their victory over Dimebox in the season was something that Richards and Round Top Carmine could not do. Therefore, that Dimebox game propelled them into the playoffs without having to play a playing game. That's good for them. They have an actual roster uploaded, 2 seniors on 10 players. So they're bringing back a lot of people. Next we have Round Top Carmine. They did not make the playoffs. They tied for 5th, I believe. Oh, so North Zilch, I think based on the wins and losses that I kind of could predict, I think they went 8-6. And then Round Top, Carmine, and Richards, they both went 7. It would be 7-7, I think. Or no, 6-8. 6-8, and then North Zilch went. Oh, this is confusing. Yes, North Zilch went 7-7, and then Round Top, Carmine, and Richards both went 6-8. All right. So Round Top, Carmine split with Richards, split with North Zilch. They beat the bottom 2 teams and then lost to the top 3 teams. They only have 1 person uploaded to the roster, so I wish I knew more. Because I think they could be contending for a playoff spot next year. So next I have Richards. Same thing as Round Top, Carmine. They split with Round Top, Carmine, split with North Zilch, beat the bottom 2 teams and lost to the top 3 teams, 6-8. They do have a roster though, 2 seniors of 10 players, so actually the same as North Zilch. I really wish I knew those Round Top, Carmine, that Round Top, Carmine roster. All right, final predictions time. I have Fayetteville at 14-0, Dimebox 11-3, Richards at 10-4, North Zilch at 9-5, Round Top, Carmine at 7-7, Calvert at 2-12, McDade at 2-12, and Buckholz at 2-12. Actually, you know what? Yeah, I'm sticking with that. So I'll have a Dimebox and Richards split, a North Zilch and Richards split, and then a North Zilch and Round Top, Carmine split. So everyone kind of moves up 1. Who was in contention for playoffs last year? They kind of move up 1 because Bartlett is leaving, and then McDade, actually I think they went 1-11. Yeah, 1-11 last year in their district. So I think they kind of move up 1. And then 3-way split at the bottom. So if I knew more about the Round Top, Carmine roster, I would be able to change it, but this is all I have. So yeah, I really think anything could happen with spots 2 through 5. Especially 3 through 5. I really feel like anything could happen, especially with those rosters. Really, other than that, I mean, this is going to be really, really interesting. I think it's the second one in a row where I'm not like confident on really anything. Which, I mean, I like that because it's going to be exciting come February and January, in the thick of district season, watching this all play out. But other than that, that's all I have for District 29 1A. Tomorrow I'll cover District 30 1A. Thanks for watching.